This is PCSimulators.org and welcome. Today we're going to look at a aircraft which I've been waiting for quite a while, and it's from MP Design Studios, who make some excellent aircraft, and we did a preview of one of their P3D helicopters in a previous video, so check that out on our website and our YouTube channel. This is the Utva Aviation Industry Utva 75, or Utva. I think it's Utva, I'm not sure the pronunciation, but there it is. That's what we're going to be reviewing. It's a light aircraft, it looks fun to fly, and a little bit of background. It's a compact low-wing monoplane, and it's got a piston engine, manufactured of course by Utva, and the first flight was in 1976 in May. The national origin was Yugoslavia, which previously existed. It no longer exists as a state, and it introduced in 1979, and there's about 136 built, and the primary user was the Yugoslav Air Force. So we're going to have a look at that, and it's going to be for P3D version 4. So we'll put the pause in a few seconds. We'll be back with the aircraft. Okay, so here's the aircraft. We're inside the cockpit of the Utva 75, and we are ready to take off. We are at Cardiff Airport in South Wales, UK. So let's have a quick look at the cockpit, and already there I can see that it's nicely modelled. You even got the vibration, see, as the engine is spinning and the propeller's spinning. You see the engine sort of shaking the cabin, and there's a lot of switches in here which are functions: alternator, you have the fuel pump, and the propeller controls, the throttles, and the throttle control on the left as well as the propeller control. So the sticks move as well for both pilot and co-pilot, and they're animated as well. And let's zoom in a little bit closer. Can we zoom in a bit closer? No, we can't actually. So I wonder why we can't. Let me just press pause. Probably the most zoomed in position. So let's go to the outside and see what it looks like from the outside. So the outside spot, and there you go. It's a very compact aircraft. And let's zoom in a bit. So again, we've zoomed in quite close, and there's pilots in there now, so that's a nice touch. So if I move the stick, they don't move. I'm moving the stick, but I'm not seeing any movement from the pilot. Can I just see it from that? Oh yeah, there, the stick's moving. Look, so it does move. That's a nice touch. And see, I'm moving my joypad, and the control surfaces are moving as well, as you can see on the outside. So let's zoom in as close as we can, and yeah, it maintains definition. That's good. He's got a good cool pair of shades on. Look, he's waiting for me to take off, saying hurry up, get on with it. But you'll have to wait, mate, sorry. Is there anything animated on here? No, not on the doors. Okay, and the propeller, see how the propeller spins. That's good. Good effect of the spinning propeller. You might think it's something straightforward, but it's not. It takes a lot of effort to animate something like a propeller, so they've captured that perfectly. You can see that it looks just like you would expect the propeller to look. And the tyres, again, you can see the tyre treads. They've spent time doing that. The landing gear looks very good, looks nice and polished. Got the lights underneath. You see the lights. Can you get the lights working? Yeah, you see the lights at the back. We'll go to the back, zoom out a little bit, and zoom in this way. You can see the light at the back glows nicely, nice effect. Nice glow effect around the light. Let's have a look at the wing. So you can see that the texture's been placed perfectly. These are not losing definition as we zoom in. Zoom up a little bit. So they're not losing definition. You can see the panels, the individual panels as well. They've done a good job of that. And the control surfaces. Okay, they move. Flaps. That's nice. So nicely animated. Let's go around to the other side, see it from the side view. See the rudders, yeah, they're working nicely as well. The textures look really good actually. Let's see if I can get a good view of the dash cockpit. So there you go. See that guy's moving his head as well. Okay, so brilliant. So far it looks fantastic from the outside. I really like the way they've modelled it and they've textured it. It looks really inviting to fly and looks fun. So let's have a look at how it takes off and how it flies. Okay, so back in the cockpit, let's put our track IR on, make sure it's reset properly. Yep, there you go. And flaps are ready down, and let's go. Sounds great. Let's keep it straight on with a rudder. Of course, when you got propeller aircraft, it got a tendency to pull to one side as you accelerate. That's normal. So we are going to take off and do a lap of Cardiff in this cool aircraft. I've been waiting for this for a while because it looks fantastically fun to fly. And we're up. There you go. Cardiff, for those of you who don't know, is the capital of Wales. Now, the United Kingdom is not just England, and is a couple of countries in the United Kingdom. There's Scotland, England, Wales and Northern Ireland, and we are in Wales. And Cardiff is the capital city of Wales. The population of Cardiff about 400,000, so it's one of the largest cities in the UK. Plenty of major names have come here: David Bowie, Michael Jackson, Madonna, so it's on the world map. And this is the green grass of Wales, very famous for its green grass and its sheep. So this is Cardiff Airport, and the hangar that you see down there is the hangar for British Airways, where they take their planes for maintenance. And Cardiff Airport has got one of the longest runways in the UK. So we are going to do a lap. Let's have a look at the outside, and before we proceed, let's see what the takeoff looked like. So I click on instant replay, and let's see. It's probably going to be, yeah, that's fine. Let's change to lock spot. No, perhaps we need to go back a little bit more. Let's go back a little bit. So instant replay is probably going to be about 120 seconds maybe. There you go. So we're going to we're going to look at the replay of our takeoff. See what it looks like. It's so cute, this aircraft, isn't it? We're going to have a bit of bundle of fun with this in a few minutes, but let's see how we took off, and maybe we need to go a little bit further forward in time. So let's go to instant replay, and let's put it to about 100. Let's try that. There we go. Look at that sound, it's awesome, isn't it? It sounds as if it hasn't got the grunt of a jet. It just sounds like a little propeller plane, doesn't it? There's plenty of these light aircraft types in Cardiff Airport because there's a flying club down there. And the frame rates, look at that, 50 frames a second, maintaining a good frame rate. And let's see the takeoff. Wow, it took off quite rapid there, didn't it? So I'm going to have a look at a flyby view. Change view to flyby. There you go. We get a shot here to put the gears up. Have I put my gears up? I can't now remember. Let's have a look at closer view again. Let's change view to the lock spot. A bit naughty. I think I forgot to put my gears up. We'll better rectify that. But fantastic. I mean, look at the frame rate as well. Okay, it's not a complex jet with lots of systems happening, but it looks fantastic, doesn't it? It sounds great. So we're going to go back in the cockpit and escape out here and make sure that we put our gears up. Our gears aren't going up. Perhaps. Oh, that's weird. I'll have a look at that in a second anyway. I thought the gears were on mapped to my G key, so I'll have a look at that in a second. But we're not gonna go far anyway. We're just gonna go round. So let's get back in the cockpit and see where we are. Yep. Put my track IR back on. So how does it feel like to fly? Well, let's see if we can give it a couple of spins. Whoa. It's highly maneuverable, that's for sure. I was flying the 747 earlier, and you should be able to catch our review of the iFly 747 on our channel, and you couldn't do this with a 747. Yeah, just throwing this about and it's responding fantastically. Look at that. Fantastic. So, Frame rates wise, it's 43 frames a second. That's good. It's responsive. I lift my flaps a bit. Let's go over. Where's Cardiff? Let's go over, see if we can see Cardiff over here and fly over Cardiff. Fly quite low. And like I said, highly maneuverable aircraft. And a few stats actually while we fly. It's capable of about 134 miles an hour actually, so it's no slouch. And it does about 671 miles in I think the range. The ceiling height is 4,000 meters or 13,000 feet, and it is has a capacity of crew of 2, and the rate of climb is about 890 feet per minute. So it does quite a good speed. The range, I think I might have got the range wrong. It's 800 kilometers. So you can. It's about 800 kilometers when you need to refuel. So here you go. So let's get down a bit closer. Well, look at that. It's great fun trying to maneuver this. It just responds. Fantastic. Okay, so let's have a look from the outside while we're flying it and see if I can fly an external view as I try to maneuver the aircraft. So that's the outside view that we're getting. Zoom out a little bit. We're going over the channel towards Bristol in England, so we're leaving the Welsh grass, green grass of home, and heading towards the English. And the frame rates are still at 40 something frames per second. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what this aircraft is capable of. Good frame rates, good performance, and we are going to have a quick look at flyby view. So click on flyby. There it goes. Look at that. Okay, so that's Wales. Well, we're going to move the aircraft somewhere near a major city and see how it performs there. Look at that go. Fantastic fun. Okay, so bear with us. We'll be back in a second. So here we are in London this time, and we've moved the aircraft to London with a handy map tool. And we have seen some of the sights of London. So what is the frame rate like in London is about 35 to 43, and as you can see in front of us, we will have Big Ben, I think. Is it Big Ben? It's Big Ben. I can't see it now. I was there. Must have been looking in the wrong direction. Okay, so we are in London, and that's our wing view. Oh, we still got the flaps up. The flaps up. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Oh, there's Big Ben. So let's fly towards Big Ben. This is pre-3D version 4, and look, the Millennium Wheel, and the frame rates are good. I mean, they're staying at 30 odd frames a second, and we don't want to crash into the bell tower. Sorry, into the Big Ben. But there's Big Ben, famous landmark in London. And as we fly around Big Ben, we are near the Thames, and there's the Millennium Wheel. So we're going to have a look at an outside view. Change view, outside lock spot, and take my track IR off so we can see. Zoom in a bit closer. Whoa, too close. Okay, so there we are in London. We're flying around London with our Utva 75 by MP Design Studios. There's the Post Office Tower. The only thing I'd say about the default, this is the default scenery in P3D. It looks okay, but there's not really much traffic on the road, as you can see. So I suppose there are scenery packs that will be coming out soon to rectify that. But it'd be nice to see a bit more traffic on the ground. And some of it looks quite. Some of the roads look very flat. Obviously, there's not enough depth in them, so that's a bit disappointing. But the aircraft from MP Design Studios, talking about the scenery there, is just awesome. It's so much fun. It's manoeuvrable. It's nippy. It looks great. And you can have a bundle of laughs with this, that's for sure. So we're in London, as I mentioned, and there's a runway in front, so let's see if we can land on that runway. Actually, there's two runways. There's one over there. Let's land at that one. I think that might be London City, so we'll head towards the runway and land and see what it's like landing. I said we also done a review on the PMDG DC6. That was last week, so check out our website for that. And also a review on the Captain Sim 757 for P3D, also on our website, and should be released at the same time as this one is the iFly 747. And we've also got an aircraft, the Comanche, review coming shortly for from A2A Simulations, and that should be with us in the next week or so. Also further news on PCSimulators.org. We have a question and answer soon to be posted with Aerosoft. We have also an interview on our website with Lockheed Martin themselves, who actually make P3D, and as well as Lockheed Martin, Austin Myers of X-Plane, Eagle Dynamics, and Bohemian Interactive, MP Design Studios as well, who've also made the helicopter. Check our websites. We've interviewed all these major names, so if you haven't visited yet, PCSimulators.org for simulation interviews and news. Right, so we're gonna see if we can land at that airport. Is it an airport or is it just a light? Yeah, it looks like an airport to me. So yeah, we're gonna land there and see how it lands. And look, there's the, is that the Millennium Dome in front of us? And yes, it is. There's a nice airfield for us to land on. So we're gonna land on that airfield. Get the flaps out. There you go. And reduce a bit of speed and line ourselves up, and hopefully we'll land safely. So here goes. I think well, we'll have a look in a second when I land, give you the approximate details of where to get this fantastic nippy aircraft from. It's so much fun. Nice and simple, but simple is sometimes the best. Like a good pasta sauce. You don't want to stick everything in a pasta sauce. Just a few ingredients make a good one. Trust me, I know. I'm from an Italian family, so we always say simple food's nice. Anyway, off subject. Let's go and land this aircraft, line ourselves up with our runway in front of us, use a bit of power and see what it's like to land. The 747 we landed earlier in our review we made, and that was very challenging, obviously being a much larger aircraft, so this should be less challenging, but it's always satisfying to do a good landing. So here we come, our final approach. Very blustery conditions. It's getting blown about a bit, but we look okay. I think we might be a little bit high, but we should bleed off some speed. Straighten up a bit more. There we come down for landing. Ah, good. Not bad at all. And straighten up a little bit. And that was nice and smooth, no frame stuttering as we landed, so fantastic. I enjoyed that. We'll have a look at that landing now. Let's just press pause and let's have a look at that landing before we finish off the interview. Analysis, instant replay, and I think the last, well, is this 60 seconds? No, we want to go a bit further on from there, so we're going to go to Let's put it down to 30 seconds. I think that should do it. Nope. Maybe 40 seconds. That should give us enough time to look at our approach. There we go. And left course as usual. Let's go outside and have a look at the lock spot. And there we are. Coming into, I believe it's London City Airport. Whoa! Sorry about that. Nice landing. I might have just missed that, so I just put it back a little bit again just to see that. I think I zoomed in a little bit at the wrong time there, so it's got instant replay, and we said about 35 seconds. Then we come down again. Sorry about that, guys. So here we go. I won't try and zoom in too close this time. So how did it land? Very bit blustery on landing, but I think it was a smooth landing. Yeah, nice. Okay, so that is the MP Design Studios UTV A75 available now. So check out MP Design Studios, and we'll put some notes in the description about where to get it from. Again, a brilliant effort by MP Design Studios. They came up trumps again. They did a fantastic job with one of the best P3D helicopters. You can look at that on our channel and look out for the P3D helicopter by MP Design Studios. And they've also added this fantastic aircraft now to P3D version 4. And I've got to say, this is the most fun I've had with an aircraft for a long time. And as you can see, you can do quite a lot of things with it. You can throw it about, you can land it in blustery conditions, and it's quite nippy too. So thanks for to MP Design Studios for sending us a copy to review. And as usual, guys, you've done a brilliant job. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and leave a like, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.